Can you imagine standing at the edge of a continent, literally where Australia ends and the endless Pacific begins?
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away?
So Byron Bay is a small coastal beach town, and its most iconic landmark is the Cape Byron Lighthouse.
Dreaming of
More than a century old, this lighthouse is the easternmost point of the mainland of Australia. And today it is a fantastic spot to catch a sunrise, spot dolphins, or watch for migrating whales during the winter months.
behind the clouds. Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared.
Known for its stunning beaches, hippie vibes, and lush, dense greenery, Byron Bay is the beach town of our dreams. So come, let's check it out up close.
Wonder.
First buy from Byron.
You know, Byron Bay is the kind of town where the local Aussies will holiday. It's lively, colorful, and was once the domain of hippies and artists. Who are now locals here today, and you'll find endless regional markets, boho fashion, and some high-end boutiques. Basically a shopping heaven for Ritika. So all along the way to the beach, there's sustainable, earthy, homeware, clothes, beach accessories, you name it. And every weekend, there's Byron farmers markets, flea markets. You know, you can almost feel the sense of a community living here. And everyone here is smiling, friendly, as all island folk should be. So before hitting the beach, we stopped by at Betty's Burgers. It's a hit amongst the locals here, and the burgers did justice to its hype. So after a quick lunch, we wandered around the seaside streets of Byron. Gentle sea breeze, pretty houses, and music in the air. We knew we were getting closer to the beach. You know, after being in Melbourne and Sydney, both big cities of Australia, it was so refreshing to see the pace of Byron Bay. People casually hanging out in seaside cafes, beer gardens, local food stalls. There's something to satisfy every palate. There's fresh seafood restaurants, farm-to-table dining, gourmet chefs, and terrace bars. And at the heart of it all, the main beach at Byron. So let me put it like this. The population of Byron Bay is 9,000 people, and after 4 p.m., you will find all of them at the beach. It almost feels like a reunion of the entire town, and everybody gets together to watch the colors of the ocean change shades of blue. Every evening, local bands perform free concerts with the most gorgeous backdrops. We found ourselves a perfect spot in the sand from where we could see both ends of the beach, and it's surrounded by these lush green trees. In the background, you can see the lighthouse on top of the hill guiding ships, people playing games on the beach, all having a good time. The lifeguard had told us to keep an eye out for a pod of humpback whales swimming very close to shore. So every year, more than 25,000 whales travel through these seas on their annual migration from Antarctica, and it's really common to see them jumping out. We were really hoping to catch at least one of them. But after an hour of waiting, we're almost ready to give up. Back on the hill, the music concert was in full vibe, and the ocean breeze had gotten a lot stronger. It's how I always feel that the most unplanned things become your favorite travel memories. And to make it even better, a group of surf school students had spotted the whales breaching and were excitedly headed towards them again. and we finally saw them jumping out of the ocean again and again. I wish I could have shot it better, but here's the only one I could. So, dinners in Byron Bay are usually early. It's the kind of town where restaurants will close at 9 pm, and it's a life we don't mind getting used to. You know, Ritika and me have been together for 9 years now, and having dinner together is something we do every night. It's no main event really, but there'll be some dinners that we'll remember for a very long time. Like this one, far, far away from home, on a different continent, in the smallest of beach towns, and in the finest restaurant of the town. We finished dinner and walked back through the quiet lanes of Byron Bay, found a tequila bar there that just took our breath away. Miss Margarita is something else. The place looks inviting and warm, friendly servers, classic drinks, and 100% pure agave spirits. The bartenders prefer if you just tell them how you want to feel and let them make something special to get you there. So our night ended drinking margaritas at Miss Margarita, and we were also eager to get home early because we were staying in this gorgeous beach house. In fact, let's show you a bit of our home. All homes in Byron Bay look pretty, and ours was no exception. The kitchen, as it should be, is the focal point of the villa. Bar stools on the counter, a sunny outdoor porch, an indoor-outdoor patio, and green plants on all sides. You could have spent almost the entire day here, but there was a lot to see even outside. So come, let's drive around Byron Bay and show you the city one last time. There are no traffic signals here, and people rely on each other. Motorhomes and campervans in plenty. No high-rise buildings, just villas and homes. In fact, the whole town of Byron Bay is so small that you can drive through the entire town in less than an hour. And it's places like this that we really want to see more of. Australia is a very large country, almost impossible to cover in one short 15-day trip. But 15 days are enough to get a feel of the Aussie way of life. And maybe next time, see the Outbacks, Darwin, Croc Country, and the wild Tasmanian Devils. For now, there's one last place left on our trip, and a few more days to go before we head back home.